What it was your Timus here. Now, back in 2020, when movie theaters was, of course, barely coming out and theaters was closing on, there was some interesting films that got released in 2020. Mostly to VOD and one of those little films was this little horror movie that I didn't really have too much high hopes for. Was a film called Becky. Now, this star Kevin James. You had Lily Wilson in this. It was pretty much like a horror version of Home Alone, if you will. I had a really fun time for it. I mean, it was a very different role for Kevin James because obviously we always know Kevin James as like the funny guy in Adam Sandler movies, Kings and Queens. So it was a very different transition. Well, looks like there's a new one, another film coming. Uh, According to reports, it's reported that Becky Chu is in the works, which is simply titled Becky Chu: The Wrath of Becky. The film is set to star Lulu Wilson, who will be reprising her role as the Taro in the upcoming sequel, which will follow her character 2 years after the events of the first film. And top it off, American Pie star Seann William Scott has been tapped to star opposite Wilson as the sequel's new antagonist, taking over Kevin James's previous role in the 2020 film. Now, Becky to the Wrath of Becky will be directed by and written by Matt Angel and Suzanne Cudi. And in the upcoming film, Becky has been living off of the grid for 2 years. She then finds herself going toe to toe against Daryl, played by Scott, the leader of a fascist organization, on the eve of the organized attack. Now, some of the producers are actually the original directors, John Mollett and Carrie Merman. Uh, Sean Scott's one of the producers too. So, I mean, this is gonna be really intriguing. I mean, Sean Scott could actually do very different roles. He did this little movie called Bloodline, which very different role there. So I'm really looking forward to see how good he's gonna be in this. I mean, he has, of course, horror experience before because, well, he was in the first Final Destination movie. So he's definitely more than just that party animal we know as Steve Clifford from American Pie. So I'm glad to see him getting more recognition here because I love Sean William Scott. I've been a fan of this guy for years, not just American Pie, by the way. I loved him and other stuff like Dude, Where's My Car? Dukes of Hazzards, Lethal Weapon. He was great. I think this guy is so awesome in anything he is in, and seeing him go seeing him pretty much go from go toe to toe with Becky should be interesting because obviously we're not going to get Kevin James back because if you've seen the first film, you definitely know why. So I don't know if this is going to be a great sequel, but I'm at least intrigued because I like the first one a lot. So I'm definitely interested in checking out and maybe hang out with this character again and have some more cool violence here. I mean, yeah, she really tortured these folks pretty well in the first film. So hopefully the sequel will be as good. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Becky Chu officially happening? And with Sean Scott joining. Were you even a fan of the first Becky? Are you even interested in checking out a sequel? What are your thoughts on Sean Scott joining the cast? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Him signing.